Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so we're going to be talking about NBA Youngboy again. Now, today, NBA Youngboy took a trip back to his hometown of Baton Rouge to face these state charges. And man, everything is starting to pile on each other, and it's not looking good. Now, NBA Youngboy and his team have been relatively quiet about this whole situation, and they look like they're aiming at the positive. There's been some news lately. I just did a story where we talked about the fact that NBA Youngboy is expecting another child, and that NBA Youngboy reached out to none other than Wendy Williams. Now, Wendy Williams is a daytime talk show host who has been extremely critical of NBA Youngboy in the past, but for some reason, he sent her a letter just to let him know he knows where she's coming from and that there wasn't any hard feelings on his side and he was going to take the mature route out of this. Now, NBA Youngboy is facing a lot of time. He's got Fed cases. He's got state cases. But it's all running together right now, and he's just doing what he's got to do to survive. Now, in this situation, man, it's a lot of details, but before we get to those details, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this NBA Youngboy situation. Now, NBA Youngboy has been a major topic in the news lately, man, and it's all because of his arrest in Los Angeles about a month ago. Now, NBA Youngboy was picked up on a federal warrant because of a gun charge that he had, or two gun charges that he had, stemming from a music video shoot back in September of 2020. Now, this came as a surprise to NBA Youngboy and everybody on his team. But NBA Youngboy was apprehended after giving some type of chase, and the K9 unit was deployed on him. And then once he was arrested, man, the news story started to roll. Now, NBA Youngboy was locked up in Los Angeles, and then he was eventually escorted by federal custody to Louisiana. Now, the place in Louisiana he went was a place called St. Martin's Parish. Now, while there, he had one federal hearing already. Now, in that federal hearing, NBA Youngboy basically put in a plea of not guilty on both charges. Now, both of these charges carry some crazy fines and some crazy time, man. So he's looking at a max time of 10 years, $250,000 fine for the felon in possession of a weapon charge, and then a $10,000 fine and maximum 10 years for the unregistered weapon charge. And that's both on the federal level. Now today, NBA Youngboy was actually escorted back to Baton Rouge, his hometown, to face state charges. Yes, this is where things get complicated. He's facing both state and federal charges for that same weapons arrest. So NBA Youngboy looks like, regardless, he's going to be doing some type of time. I hate to put that out there. Even though he's said that he's pleaded not guilty, it seems like, man, this isn't a good situation going forward. But, man, today he was in front of a new judge, and the new judge had a couple of things to say to NBA Youngboy. So let's go ahead and play the news report from today. And, man, after the news report, we'll talk about what took place in the court today and what exactly it means for NBA Youngboy.
Federal grand jury in Louisiana indicted him on possession of an unregistered gun and as a felon in possession of a firearm after being caught with guns and drugs while filming a music video in the capital city. Judge Scott Johnson warned the rapper of the punishment he could face. One count of felon in possession of a firearm could get him a max of 10 years in jail, a $250,000 fine or both, and one count of possession of an unregistered firearm could land him behind bars for a max of 10 years, a $10,000 fine or both, Gaulden pleading not guilty to both of those charges. A trial on those federal charges is set for June, and as for the state charges, Gaulden faces a motion hearing held later today. That will be at the 19th JDC.
Now, as you heard in that news report, that they were going to have a hearing today in Baton Rouge for NBA Youngboy, and in that hearing, it was a lot that took place, man. It was a lot, but it really wasn't, and it went like this. Now, according to the local news there in Baton Rouge, this is what took place this afternoon. So it said, Gaulden's legal woes won't end there, so on Tuesday, Baton Rouge native left a cell in St. Martin Parish Prison for a court appearance in his hometown. During the April 20 motion hearing, Gaulden faced weapons charges and judge charges. I think they misspelled that. They actually put judge charges. During the hearing, Judge Tiffany Foxworth-Roberts decided that Gaulden would be freed him bond obligations for the state charges. I can't believe this is somebody professionally wrote this, man. This is actually on the official news site, but I'll continue. The decision was made due to the fact that Gaulden was already facing similar federal charges. So the rapper is to remain in prison and await a federal trial, which is scheduled for June. He entered 2 not guilty pleas to both federal charges. Gaulden, a father of 5 boys and 2 daughters, is known among colleagues for his work ethic and has often been praised for an ability to produce music quickly. Now, all of that would be cool if, he could make music. But right now, him being locked up is hampering how much money he can make, any music he can make, or anything in this situation. Now, NBA Youngboy looks like he's going to be in Baton Rouge just so that he can see where this state charge thing is going. But today it looks like this. They basically brought him in and told him that they're going to waive all bond rights and all that stuff because he's already locked up under federal charges. And they've already denied his bond under federal charges. So federal, I'm guessing, Trump state. And, since the feds are going to hold him, no need to even worry about a bond situation on the state level. They'll just get to him when they get to him after the feds are done. Now, it looks like his trial is scheduled for June. So NBA Youngboy's got a long stay, man. He's going to be sitting for a while. Much like Casanova, it's just not looking good, man. When you're sitting all that time, people start to forget, man. And NBA Youngboy is, man, much like Kodak Black, he's got that type of following and, audience retention or, fans or whatnot they're going to be there no matter what and, see this trial out. But, man, as the days and the time go by, things are going to look a little bit more bleak. Now, I hate to be a negative Nancy here, man. I hate to come out and just make it seem like it's all doom and gloom, but this is a very serious situation, and we haven't even heard the time that they're going to throw them at him for the state level. Because according to most regulations, you have to do your federal time before you do your state time. Now, in some situations, and I was reading up on this, in some situations, in a lot of situations actually, the state charges get combined with the federal charges, and it's just like you do a short time here, you do an even shorter time here, you know what I mean? Depending on how your trial goes. And NBA Youngboy, according to rumors, has hired one of the best trial lawyers there is. Now, we're going to see how this plays out, but I don't know, man. It doesn't look good, to say the least. But I don't know, man. What do you guys think, man? Do you think that NBA Youngboy will eventually, man, probably get a good chance at fighting this case and maybe even beat it and be back on these streets rapping and doing shows and stuff? Or do you think that, man, it's just too much for him to go up against in this situation? And hopefully his team can carry on and drop new music for him while he's gone away. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.